Hi, this is Sarah. My voice may sound a bit similar to Bianca's, but this is Sarah. Thank you for attending the webinar today. So we sent out a reminder earlier. Just want to remind folks that this webinar is geared towards a refresher of the Home Upgrade Program and Advanced Home Upgrade Program. Unfortunately, enrollment for any new contractors is put on hold until further notice. If you know anyone who's interested in enrolling, you can feel free to call us, and we do have a ongoing enrollment wait list. So we do have that. So we'll get started. So the agenda. This is the whole presentation's agenda. So first we'll go over what home performance means in the program, what Energy Upgrade California is, who are they, what do they do, benefits for homeowners, benefits for contractors, and then participant enrollment. Okay, home performance. So home performance defined, it is based on building science principles, and over 20 years of scientific research has gone into what defines home performance. And it really means you take a look at, or you analyze cause and effect to identify poor indoor air quality, where in the home maybe the culprits of high energy use. Home performance means looking at occupant comfort and durability, so durability of the materials in the home. Here is a sort of infographic of what it means to look at a home with a whole house approach. So when homeowners call in and they're like, well, why must I get multiple upgrades? And we explain, well, we want to promote looking at the house as a complete system. So ceiling, stopping the leaks, the ceiling insulation, replacing your hot water heater, getting energy efficient windows, all of these things contribute to making the home as energy efficient as possible, which is why we promote the whole house approach. So how to sort of start the whole house approach or home performance approach is first you do diagnostic assessments to determine the root causes of performance issues. Qualified contractors use tools and knowledge to provide comprehensive solutions. Aiming to get 45% and over energy savings is a good sort of mental goal to have, and turning out turnkey projects. So turnkey projects can be sold to any buyer as a completed product. Okay, Energy Upgrade California. Energy Upgrade California is a statewide program. So it's kind of an overarching umbrella program to home upgrade and advanced home upgrade. They deliver, they're the entity, and they deliver tools and resources that make it easier for property owners to improve energy and water efficiency, save money, increase home comfort, and help the environment. The website to get these tools is energyupgradeca.org. I will say that if you go to the website right now, it's limited. The website's going under some kind of construction. There's new ownership of the website. So right now you can only see financing tools, but rest assured the rest of the tools, like finding search engine for finding other incentives or marketing tools, that will come back eventually. And I'll discuss later on how to get those tools in the meantime, because you are able to use them while this energyupgradeca.org site is down temporarily. So funding sources, it's important to know. Public purpose funds collected by investor-owned utilities to administer energy efficiency. The State Energy Program and American Recovery and Reinvestment Act. Those provide some funds to the program as well. California Energy Commission, or CEC. Better Buildings Program, and Employment Development Department Workforce Investment Act. So a lot of fun, a lot of different sources are helping to make Energy Upgrade California happen. There are 3 organizations that actively contribute to a home upgrade and advanced home upgrade. So PG&E is the program administrator. Build It Green, us. We are the program implementers. And as mentioned previously, Energy Upgrade California, they provide statewide marketing and other resources. Okay, so now we'll go over benefits to homeowners. It's important to know how to communicate benefits to homeowners, of course, while you're selling jobs. And there's a variety of motivations for why homeowners want to get energy upgrades and why they may want to take advantage of the program. So they may be purchasing a new home. Some folks may have really high energy bills. Sometimes PG&E markets to homeowners who have high energy bills. They'll send a little reminder in their bill every month and say, hey, you may want to check out Home Upgrade and learn how to reduce your high energy bill. They may be going through some renovations, HVAC replacements, that's a big one, comfort issues, indoor air quality issues, or other reasons for participation. Benefits for homeowners. So even more benefits, more comfortable home. The others were kind of negatives, but these are positive. So getting upgrades can lead to a more comfortable home, lower utility bills, more energy efficient home, rebates and incentives. Of course, it's helping the environment, and easy and affordable. That's the idea. So there's 2 pathways in which a participant can enroll. So as you may know, the incentives have changed a bit. So the maximum amount of incentives for the basic home upgrade pathway is now $2,500, and the maximum for the advanced home upgrade pathway is now $5,500, or that's the maximum that they advertise, or that PG&E suggests to advertise. For the advanced pathway, rebates really can range anywhere from $550, that's the minimum. Sometimes they go all the way up to $12,000. That is not uncommon, but we'll get into that later. Website for homeowners. So homeowners are encouraged to go to pge.com/homeupgrade. There they can plan an energy upgrade tailored to their home. You can find participating contractors in their area. And they can also find pathway descriptions, so advanced home upgrade versus basic. So now we'll go over benefits to the contractors. Well, these are a few things that hopefully you've already found out. So you can differentiate from the competition. This program provides marketing and finance tools as well as support. Bigger job size with bigger profit margins, reduces seasonality, fewer customer callbacks, and the chance to increase employee professionalism and chances for other professional development. So program benefits to raters. I think there's a couple of raters out there. So same types of benefits, really. You can expand your professional service offerings, develop your own projects with clients, manage job submissions, process end-to-end to reduce seasonality. You can also get marketing tools and support from our team, develop better system-based scope of work. Goes back to the whole house approach and increase customer satisfaction. Okay, here is a snapshot of the pge.com/homeupgrade website. You can see find a contractor, that orange button, and then of course they advertise the advanced home upgrade pathway rebate amount of $5,500. They had a little asterisk there. If you scroll down, they'll say that amount is not guaranteed, but it's possible. We have our office number, so those 844 numbers come to us here at Build It Green. same as the info@homeupgrade.org that comes here. And then you'll see they do have the BayREN homeupgrade.org, Bay Area EnergyUpgrade.org website as well. So that's for if you have customers living in the Bay, one of the 9 Bay Area counties. That's they'll be calling that number, and that's a different organization, and I'll get into that later. Okay, this is what it looks like after you click the Find a Contractor button. We'll see how it works. What is the difference between a contractor and a rater? That's something we explain to homeowners a lot, and kind of the benefits of both, or rather getting an energy assessment before getting the home upgrades done. Folks can enter in their zip code, distance in miles, so it's from 5 to 50 miles are your choices. Sort by distance. That's it, folks. Search for a contractor. Okay, so marketing materials. If you do have a request for marketing materials previously, we would have forwarded you to the Energy Upgrade California website, since that's down. Please feel free, if you do have requests for these materials, put in your request to your contract engagement manager, so either Barbara or Eric, depending on your region. So here's just some examples. I think the We've Upgraded is a lawn sign and a store hanger. You can see the new amount, the $5,500, is being advertised there. So, great. Okay, co-branding. You can find co-branding guides on the homeupgrade.org website in the Documents tab. So your company can design your own logo and apply the Energy Upgrade logo. Just remember, you do have to adhere to the approved home upgrade graphics and branding guidelines on the document. Here's some examples of participant co-branding. So co-branding just means you could put the 3 logos along with your own company name. Just make sure to follow the logo standards guide listed in the last tab. The participant logos. Just some examples. Okay, we finished the first section pretty quickly. So we're just going to have, I think, a few other spots in the presentation just for a 5-minute break. Please feel free to send in any questions you've had so far. And we'll be back in about, actually, 3 minutes, I think will be enough. So we'll just be back in 3. Thank you. Hey there. So 3 minutes is up. No questions came in. Great. So keep going. Part 2, agenda. We're going to go over the home upgrade pathway versus the advanced home upgrade pathway. Job submission and rebate processing, what that means. Quality assurance and quality control, health and safety, and the next steps, the final part of the presentation. So home upgrade pathway, eligibility. Very important to understand what makes a homeowner eligible for the program. So they must be a PG&E and or gas or electric customer. Customers who receive only one utility from PG&E, they can receive a rebate to the service supplied by PG&E and or must select measures that are non-equipment based. So just as an example, if they're getting their electricity from SMUD, but they are a PG&E gas customer, they can only claim the measures that are gas-based, like a furnace or something like that. But okay, and then for electric customers, it's also important to note that if they are all electric, they must have, or sorry, if they're electric and only electric and other gas, they must have an AC in the home in order to be eligible for any home upgrade, for a home upgrade job completely. And the home can be eligible for rebate if the property owner must approve the work being done. So, okay, so single-family detached residences only. Existing homes qualify. New construction does not. Participating contractors must perform the upgrades and must ensure that the permits are obtained. I kind of stumbled on this one, so again, feel free to ask some questions in the chat section. Be happy to answer them. So testing requirements for home upgrade. Diagnostic testing, it's done appropriate to the measure and the scope of work. So, for example, if the home is getting duct sealing, then there must be a duct blaster test. Air sealing must have a blower door test completed. BPI certified professionals, they are the ones that perform the CAS testing, combustion appliance safety testing. CAS testing is required, absolutely, every time, for every job, for all heat producing devices. And PG&E advanced technical training is required for all BPI staff. Home upgrade rebates. So must have at least 3 measures installed, including 1 base measure and then 3 flex measures. But it is possible for a home to be eligible even with 3 base measures, but just have to include at least 1 base measure. Rebates range from $1,000 minimum to $2,500, so that's the range. Rebate can't go below $1,000. So this is a new requirement starting 2017. It is enforced now that $1,000 minimum for homes built on or before December 31st, 1992, vintage 92 or older, and then $1,500 minimum for homes built on or after January 1st, 1993. 93 to 2001 is the cutoff. Appliance-specific measures require PG&E supplied fuel, as mentioned in the last slide. Just a review of that one. Okay, this is something also new for 2017. So every home upgrade project will be subjected to a rebate reservation. So what this means is an application is first reserved. You must go through the submitting the application through the home upgrade portal. The requirements for the reservation are it must be in the created status. All work scope measures must be selected when it's created, and as well as assigned scope of work uploaded. So this is all new for 2017. Rebate reservations, they are on a first-come, first-served basis. So this is what we will be communicating to homeowners. A valid application must be submitted within 60 days of reservation. And it is important to note and communicate this that reservations are not a guarantee of payment. So they're only a guarantee when really they get to PG&E's end after the application is approved and submitted by us. Okay, so before we go into the home upgrade rebate structure for all other counties, PG&E, the home upgrade rebates for PG&E and SoCalGas areas, if the customer has SoCalGas, it's still within the point system. So it makes it a little bit complicated. They don't like to make things easy for us sometimes. But that being said, here is the point structure that still exists for SoCalGas. So we have the base measures, and then we have the flex measures. And just take a look at that. Okay, so now we're going to go into the home upgrade measures and the structure for all other PG&E customers that don't have SoCalGas. So it's just PG&E All Electric, PG&E Electric and Gas. So there's a rebate amount, so 2017 rebate. You can see the technical specifications and the measures. Definitely familiarize yourself with this. There is this full list on the homeupgrade.org website in the document section. Here, so I had to break up the flex measures in 2 slides. So here's flex measure, and then the last slide of flex measures. So please note there's a new kicker that is available. 2017, a high performance HVAC kicker. So we are working to communicate that if your company is interested in claiming this high performance HVAC kicker, to just contact your engagement services manager, so either Barbara or Eric, just to get some guidance before trying to claim that one. We may have some specialized webinars later on the high performance HVAC kicker. Just want to let you know. Okay, so going to BayREN, this is a map of the 9 Bay Area counties. I mentioned earlier that there is a different number for this, and it is a different program. So just FYI, because I will say also that BayREN enrollment is also closed until further notice. But just to let you know that different organization processes home upgrade rebates for the 9 Bay Area counties. Okay, so back to eligibility, fuel switching. And we're still in the home upgrade section, but it also applies to advanced scopes of work that includes fuel switching, so gas to electric or electric to gas. They're not eligible to receive rebates or incentives through the home upgrade or advanced home upgrade pathways. For home upgrade projects, so the scope of work includes fuel switching, the equipment switching fuel needs to be excluded from the rebate application. Still can be done, just can't have a rebate claimed for that. The advanced home upgrade, for advanced home upgrade, if the scope includes fuel switching, upgraded equipment must be modeled as new on the existing side of the HPXML energy model. Okay, so now we'll go kind of segue into advanced home upgrade pathway. Okay, so going back to eligibility, PG&E Gas must be a PG&E Gas or electric customer. Same thing as the basics. Customers who receive only one utility from PG&E may receive a prorated rebate amount. I'm sorry, that is not the same as the basic pathway. So it just means the rebate amount will be adjusted to the scope of work for an advanced job if they're only getting one PG&E fuel source. must be a property owner or a renter getting the work done. Renters, of course, have to get the property owner's permission. And the renter will sign over the rebate to the property owner. Single-family detached and 2 to 4 unit residences. So 2 to 4 units do qualify for the advanced and have to get it done in the advanced pathway if they are a multi-unit home. 4 units are the maximum. Must be existing homes and not new construction. Participating contractors perform the upgrade and also ensure permits are obtained. Advanced home upgrade testing requirements. So diagnostic testing, this is required for the upgrade to determine existing building conditions, and also required to conduct after the upgrade to confirm energy savings and rebate amount. BPI certified professional must perform the CADS testing. Those are requirements. Test in and test out. And PG&E advanced technical training is required for all BPI staff. Okay, advanced home upgrade incentives. Minimum of 2 upgrade measures are required. The modeled energy savings must achieve at least 10% improvement. An application is submitted before and after the upgrade, so a pre-install application and a post-install application, that's what it's called. Okay, so going into advanced home upgrade rebate reservation. So an application is first reserved, or you have to use the advanced home upgrade portal first and create a pre-install application. And it must have the status of pre-install created to be considered reserved, with a pre-install HTXML uploaded, as well as a signed scope of work uploaded. This is program-wide. Rebate reservations are on a first-come, first-served basis. So the beginning of the year, or the earlier in the year projects are, the higher likelihood that the rebate will be reserved and paid out. And the valid application must be submitted within 60 days of the reservation. So meaning, so after the pre-install is created, you have 60 days to submit the application, and the status will be pre-install application submitted. Reservations, again, they're not a guarantee of payment. Other incentives. So this is just a reminder. So if you're talking to your customer and they, for some reason, don't qualify, they're not eligible, it's good to know that there are other rebate resources out there. So there are rebates for energy and combustion appliance safety assessments. Local government energy efficiency programs have rebates, water utility programs, green labeling appliances like Energy Star appliances, as well as federal tax credits. So these are just all some hints to look into if perhaps one of your customers does not qualify for the program. This isn't the only rebate resource out there. PG&E, they do also offer single measure rebates for 3 items: pool pump, a washer, and a water heater, a specific type of water heater. So that's only if they want to get 1 out of 3 of those counted as a single measure rebate. Anyway, if you have other questions of that, feel free to call our hotline. I'll go over that number later. Here's a list of the advanced home upgrade incentive site savings tiers and how much of a rebate correlates to that. And then for advanced projects, your customer could possibly qualify for either an AC or a pool pump kickers. The jobs just have to take place in one of these PG&E designated zip codes, just as FYI. Okay, so we'll take a 3-minute break right now. We are more than half the way done with the presentation, so just sit tight and we'll be back in 3 minutes. Thank you. Okay. Hi, and we're back. No questions. All right, so participant enrollment. So this is just to go over or just sort of review what it means to be enrolled as a participant. Participants, everyone has to listen to this participation workshop, provide insurance, proof of insurance, which includes the three main things: general commercial liability, auto liability, and workers' comp. Licensing, documentation of a valid B general contractor or C license, appropriate to scope and installation. Upgrade, insured contractor licenses, appropriate to scope of work and installation, federal, state, and local requirements. Experience, all contractors who are enrolled provide at least 2+ years of related experience proof. Program agreement, a signed participation agreement is essential. And technical training, so home upgrade core and or advanced technical training. Great, so participant requirements comparison. The only thing that is different for these two, I will point out. So I'm just going to point to it right here. For advanced home upgrade, PG&E changed this year, so at C licensed contractors are able to do advanced jobs and have to be consistent with the scope of work that they've installed, but this is a change. But it's still the case that to perform jobs for the advanced pathway, a BPI analyst must be on staff. That has not changed. And these are the two differences there. Okay, so license requirements. Again, this just kind of goes over what was just mentioned. So for advanced home upgrade, this has changed. Either a C2, C4, C20, and C36 licenses are now acceptable, depending on the scope of work. Other CLI license types may be considered for approval by Build Green and PG&E on a case-by-case basis. FYI. Insurance requirements, it's still $1 million minimum insurance. For general liability, must name Build Green and PG&E as additional insured on the insurance doc. Also remember, please list our new address, which is at Franco Gala Plaza. Just give us a call if you're not sure what our new address is. It is listed now on Google Maps. You can search Build Green in Oakland. Business automobile liability, $1 million each. California statutory workers' compensation, $1 million. And these are all on kind of this is the general insurance requirements, but sometimes for the workers' compensation, if it's just you on your team, if you're a waiter, this can sometimes be waived. So it can be on a case-by-case basis. Relevant work experience, so existing company, so companies have to provide 2 year history. We went over that. New company, 2 years of similar work experience, proof that it's BPI accredited. Terms and conditions, participants represent and warrant that they will conduct background checks on employee, consultant, or subcontractor in order to participate and be approved in the program. In addition, individuals with access to property of a PG customer participating in the program cannot have more than 1 DUI conviction within the last 3 years. Okay, so trainings and certifications, so you could ignore the step 4 on the top. This is just a review of what trainings are required. So if you are a home upgrade contractor interested in the advanced pathway, you do have to attend the 1-day advanced technical training. And this is a review of what's covered at the home upgrade core training, 3-day classroom. There's field experience there at the PG&E training site. Overview of building science. It's required for non-BPI certified participants. and recommended for lead installers and project supervisors. The advanced technical training, free one-day workshop. BPI professionals are required to take this class. And so anyone who has not taken the MakeSafe training, that is an absolute requirement, and it can only be taken at advanced technical training, so that's something important to note. Tech testing guidance that aligns with California Energy Commission procedures is also taught. I mentioned that earlier. Again, required for BPI certified professionals. What is BPI? Quick review, it's a professional certification provider, national standards. You can learn more at bpi.org. So there's a few California-based BPI training providers, and we are at the top, only in this list. So on our events and training page, you can find training dates for BPI training. So make sure to look at that. I'll go with the link later. Okay, so approval and begin selling jobs. So you or participants, they are listed on energyupgradesca.org. When that site gets back in order, you will be listed on there, and pge.com/homeupgrade. So everyone whose credentials are all up to date, that's when we list contractors on that website. Participants have access to application portals. Participating raters will email Velvet Green a signed rater collaboration form prior to submitting. So we do need that form, and you can download it on the homeupgrade.org website, the Documents tab. And special note for raters, please feel free. You could work with more than one participating contractor. Quite the case. Job submission and rebate processing. Over that. So here's what the application portal looks like. There are two links. So depending on which type of job you're submitting, there's two portals, so either for Home Upgrade or Advanced. You go to homeupgrade.org to submit or track jobs, and there is a tab up there. You can see it. You can also see the news and events page down at the bottom. That later. So for Home Upgrade job submissions, you'll submit a test-in site assessment, perform the work, test outside assessment. So this is for the test-in and test-out for Home Upgrade. As a review, that's for heat-producing devices, the CAS test. And then the rebate request application, post installation, and then the rebate is issued. Okay, so step one, test in. You interview the homeowner and discuss the scope of work. Collect any job data, so visual site inspections, measurements, photos. Photos are definitely welcome and definitely encouraged. And collecting the utility bill data. This is highly recommended. So this is so that once it comes time to enter in the electric SAID or the gas SAID, you have the most recent SAID, and so sometimes that is the most common reason why a rebate application will be held up on our end, because we're trying to verify that data. Having a copy of those is very useful. BPI professional performs diagnostic and CAS tests. Complete data collection requirements. Just make sure that's done. Discuss assessment and refine work scope with the customer. And that's a good time to address any testing combustion appliance safety issues. It's good to be transparent with them about this test, let them know why it's needed for their safety. Okay, so this kind of a visual comparison of home upgrade of what's needed for the quote-unquote pre. So again, this is just one application for home upgrade. And just as a review, in order to have a successful rebate reservation, the application has to be created and submitted. Performing the work, contractor signs the contract with the homeowner. Contractor pulls all necessary building permits and complete installation measures per approved scope of work. Straightforward. Test out is dependent on the measures and work scope that's being conducted. Combustion safety test out, that of course is performed by a BPI professional, and complete data collection requirements. And there are documents on the Home Upgrade Alert website that can kind of walk you through a successful application submission. So post-install rebate request, submit required documentation to the portal. The quality assurance desktop review team, they will review the scope of work, they'll review the CAS results, and they will pass, quote unquote, pass it if all of those check out. And the admins will verify the account holder information, job cost, sign the work scope, and then last, the CAS check, so safety and quality acknowledgement, S2A form. We'll make sure that's signed and uploaded. And then the rebate approval is issued by the quality assurance admin. And you'll get a notification once the rebate application is approved. Okay. So we just went over that. That's what happens kind of at the end of the home upgrade job submission. Okay, so step 5, the rebate is issued. So checks are sent to the PG&E customer, except if the customer decides to reassign it to the participating contractor, you, or the building owner with appropriate signed form. That's possible. So sometimes that has to happen if the renter is by default the account holder, then they will need to get more of those forms signed to sign it over to the homeowner. Field quality assurance, a homeowner survey is always sent to homeowners after the job is completed. And we'll go over this in the next section, but jobs are submitted to field verification, specific sample jobs. And jobs are randomly selected by the PG&E Central Inspection Program. It's completely random. PG&E is the one that contacts the homeowners in this case. So customer service. If you have any questions about anything really, here is the number you can call, our 519 number, or email us at jobs@homeupgrade.org. Okay, now we're going to go into advanced home upgrade job submission. There is first as mentioned earlier, the test-in or the site assessment that is always required for advanced jobs. Then you submit the pre-installation application. You then perform the work, and then you submit the test out site assessment and the rebate request application or post-installation application. So 2 applications. First you submit the test in for the first part, then you submit the test out in the second part. Then the rebate is issued. This is the general summary of what happens for an advanced home upgrade job submission. Okay, so looking more in detail into the first step, the test in. Of course, you want to interview the homeowner and applicant to discuss the scope of work, collect job data, collect utility bill data, perform diagnostic and CAS tests by a BPI professional, develop an energy model. You can only do this with program-approved software. We'll go into that in a couple more slides, I think. And then complete data collection requirements, and discuss assessment and define work scope with the customer. And that's another chance to address any testing, combustion, appliance safety issues. It's good to be transparent about that and what that means. So energy modeling software, Shake Systems, Optimizer, and SnugPro. Those are the 3 approved software that you could use for energy modeling. And you can go to homeupgrade.org for a software comparison doc, and it's also in this slide as well. And it just shows the differences between the softwares. We don't recommend one over the other. That's a common question. They're just simply all approved. It really depends on your own preference. Job submission, pre-installation. Number 1, online job submissions and reporting. Go into the Advanced Home Upgrade portal. There's the link right there, Access from Program Portal. Submit required documentation. I mentioned this earlier, but raters must submit a rater job submission notification form in order to let us know or to make us aware that you are working with a contractor who's giving you permission to submit on behalf of them. Quality assurance, QA or desktop review. So of course, each application that comes in is reviewed by our desktop team. We review everything, the CAS results, scope of signs, make sure the scope of work is signed, verify the account holder information, job cost. And then, so this is the first part of the application, pre-install app. After all that is good to go, you'll get a notice to proceed issued by the QA admin. Okay, so here is back to the visual list of what you need pre versus post. So step 3, performing the work. Contractor signs the contract with the homeowner, pull all necessary permits. That is always a requirement on behalf of the contractor. Complete installation measures per approved scope of work. Okay, so step 4, we'll test out site assessments. For all advanced jobs, no matter what the scope of work is, a blower-door test is required, same as duct leakage test. CAS test is required, and then you would update the software model with the test out results, and then you would complete the data collection requirements. And just as an FYI, there are other webinars on the homeupgrade.org training video section that go over modeling, energy modeling software and how to do it in completing the application. That goes into more detail there. Some more webinars will come out later this year as well. Just keep an eye out for that. So the 5th step, post-installation rebate request, online job submission and reporting. You submit required documentation. Raters must submit a rater job submission notification form. Quality assurance desktop review. So again, they review, this is for the post app, right? So they will also review the test out results, the CAS test, make sure the account holder information hasn't changed, look at the job cost, and check out the safety quality acknowledgement form, make sure it's signed and uploaded. And then, final step for this part is the QA admin will approve the post-install application. Okay, so step 6 for advanced applications, the rebates issued. Same thing as basic, rebate checks are sent to PG&E customer unless otherwise requested. The appropriate form has to be signed in order to make that happen. Field quality assurance homeowner survey sent. The job may be selected for field verification. The job may be selected for CIP inspection. If you have any questions on this, just call our 511 number or email us at jobs@homeupgrade.org. So here's a good slide, tips for streamlined job submission. So we want to make sure we really care about you and your customer, because we want to make sure that we are approving the application as soon as possible. But we also are making sure that all of the information is accurate on the application. So just some helpful tips. Just make sure to read and follow all directions in the job submission portal. Make sure to accurately complete all data collection requirements, like fields, forms. Make sure to accurately model all building features in the energy model. Advanced Home Upgrade only. And utility bill history, again, that's highly recommended. Asking the homeowner for the most recent bill. Taking pictures, that's definitely encouraged. There may be some strange situations and words may not do it justice, so we really encourage pictures. Provide job notes, sketches, etc. for unique building features and or potential areas of confusion. And always double check your work before submitting. Okay. Managing customer expectations. So this may be my favorite slide, but again, we want to make sure that we're in sync with the contractors and raters to provide customers with the most accurate information about when to expect their rebate and how much their rebate is, etc. But in order, the first step really is to make sure you identify customer eligibility of a job. So pre-screening, if you check back the eligibility requirements slide, that's very important. Under promise and over deliver. Don't guarantee rebate amounts. And for Advanced Home Upgrade, estimated energy savings and energy model can only be determined by modeling an accurate representation of the proposed scope of work. So that's a good thing to remember. So again, it's really not for at least advanced applications, it's best to give a much lower estimate and always make sure to communicate it's an estimate, it's not exact. I understand how that may be frustrating for customers to hear, but again, you'd rather under promise and over deliver seems to be the best strategy in that case. Managing customer expectations for safety. This is important as well, of course. PG&E takes safety very, very seriously for their programs. So including combustion appliance safety repairs or corrections in scope of work, and clarifying your CAS responsibilities for the program relative to gas service representatives' role prior to GSR visit. So I'll kind of step back there. So if the home does require a GSR call, just a helpful tip to get the ticket number from the GSR representative. You don't have to be there. Just the homeowner can be there later, but just to explain what that means and why a GSR call may be needed is important. Okay, so we'll take a 3-minute break here, and we'll go into quality assurance and quality control and how that affects jobs and homeowners. But yeah, feel free to send in any questions if you have them. We'll be back in 3 minutes. Thank you. Hello, and we're back to quality assurance and quality control section. So this is a Build It Green team. So the point of this team is to ensure the quality of work for each job that's performed, verify safety protocols, making sure they're being met, providing participant feedback, support, and mentoring, and evaluate effectiveness of training and ensure high quality for customers. So field mentoring is available upon request. You, the contractor, you can provide the house where you want the mentoring to take place. 5 free field mentoring sessions. Anything after 5, we do charge a fee for that. Scheduled to coincide with job closeout to count as quality assurance verification. So that's a possibility. You can schedule that. You may correct any deficiencies identified through the field mentoring before a final pass-fail determination is made. And you are able to bring the whole team. And that is definitely encouraged so that everyone can learn. So the field verification inspection process is first it's a visual survey. That's what the quality control professional would do, and assess that measures are claimed and that they're new to the home. So they're not just measures that are being claimed that were already installed years ago. And they'll compare the quality of measure with the program standards. They will do retests, like blow door, CAS test, dust test, depending on the scope of work of the job. For advanced jobs, they'll do an energy simulation and review inputs, so test-in data. They'll validate all test-out data, advanced only, and they'll prepare a quality control report noting how measures could have been approved. So there's a few possible field verification outcomes. Corrective action may be required as a result of field verification findings, and participating contractors must correct combustion appliance safety issues. A pattern of deficient installation could result in a higher sampling rate and potential disciplinary action. Typical issues that require corrective action include fluid spillage, gas leaks, or uncapped gas lines, high carbon monoxide, or inadequate combustion ventilation air. Health and safety. Health and safety overview. So comprehensive safety is a program requirement, of course. BPI health and safety standards apply. OSHA equipment safety standards apply. Combustion appliance safety testing must be done. And hazardous materials must be disposed of in the proper way. CO alarms and detectors are, of course, required at test out. Standard. Combustion appliance safety testing. So core BPI, CAS standards apply. Augmented supplementary protocols adopted by PG&E to ensure the highest safety standards. So this includes NGAT protocols. And it says NGAT action guidelines form contains additional test procedures. So that's make safe, and et cetera. Okay, we're basically at the end of the presentation. Next steps. So here's just a nice visual of what to take into account to remember how to be successful in the program and be well-rounded. So making sure you have the administration at your company to back the rebate, submittals, or any questions that come in from homeowners. Making sure your business model can handle that. Making sure your staff members go to the proper training. Sales and marketing, make sure you have the right materials for that. Just as a reminder, feel free to request any marketing materials through your account service reps, so it's either Eric Flato or Barbara Higgins. Policies, make sure the correct policies are in place. Customer safety is key. set customer expectations. Under promise and over deliver is a good motto. Making sure your staff you can take advantage of our free mentoring sessions. And that all points to Energy Upgrade California. Okay, program contacts and next steps. So if you are a home upgrade, if you are already enrolled in home upgrade, but are interested in expanding into the advanced home upgrade pathway, make sure to visit our homeupgrade.org events page. Please review these websites for more information, homeupgrade.org. That's where you can find the program portal for PG&E Home Upgrade program, other recorded webinars. There's lots of good webinars on there. There's one specifically geared towards the program changes of 2017. My manager, Jake Teisinger, conducted that one. There's also documents, policies, and training dates. Everything's on homeupgrade.org, basically. Energy Upgrade California, until further notice, can only be used for financing options, but we are hopeful it will be back up soon within the next couple of months. We're not really sure. We don't manage that website, but I recommend to keep checking it if you're able to. Great. Participant hotline, please feel free to call our 510 number at any time. We really work hard to give a 24-hour turnaround rate of any questions you may have. So just keep that in mind. You can email us at info@homeupgrade.org or jobs@homeupgrade.org. And just FYI, we answer, the same folks answer both of those emails. So you don't have to CC jobs if you're already emailing info. Typically the homeowners email info, and for any contractor questions, you could use the jobs email as well. For any field quality control questions, use that email. Go to the field quality control team. And thank you so much for attending. I'm sure this was a review for everyone that is here, but thank you so much for refreshing your own knowledge. And I'm just going to stay on the line for just 2 minutes, so feel free to send in any questions, and after 2 minutes, we'll be on. But thank you. All right, since no questions have come in, we are going to hop off now. Again, feel free to email us at jobs@homeupgrade.org if you have any questions. Have a great day. Thank you.